Hey besties, let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Hey besties, it's Behind the Shade. Just got through watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Baby, it was a so-so episode. You know, Letitia and Kimmy are running the show into the ground fast. And they better be careful, or this may be their last season of this show. You know, it's just Tisha and these tantrums. She's becoming very insufferable. Kimmy got to defend her. It's just boring at this point. But let's talk about it, honey. Let's get into it. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 10, episode 14, Nail in a Handbasket. So the episode begins. Nell and poured her some mimosa, honey, because she needs the liquid courage. She going upstairs into the theater room to talk to Chris. She walking in, spilling the drink all on the carpet. He like, what are you doing? She like, I left my napkin. So he turns the TV off because he could feel the energy, honey. Because I know Nell is the type of chick you could feel her energy. Even Trisha said it when in the car ride. Like Nell comes with a lot of energy. So she wants to talk about the drama at the family dinner. So he turns the TV off. And she like, yeah, I'm glad you did that because I was getting ready to do it. It was like, girl, you just get to the point. We ain't got all day. So she said, you know, I know you want to have these family dinners and everything with these grown kids, these old spoiled brats that won't grow up, you know, but when things go left at the table, you know, because, you know, Nell is quick tempered. She got a big chip on her shoulder. She tired of taking care of these fools. And she was like, you know, you don't say nothing. You just sit there, be quiet. And I'm like, Chris, that has worked for you for the last 30 plus years. But that has got to stop, and it should have been stopped. And finally, now you have come to a point where you can address it. Very good, girlfriend. Okay. Chris, as her husband, you should use, she could use your help. You have to help her drive to her point. Help her drive to the point so these kids can understand. Because, like, all she do is, gah, 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 gah. And if you come in with, well, what your mom means is you need to start, you know, you need to come in and clean it up for her so the kids can understand. So Chris says, you know, I'm level headed, I'm the listener. I got to listen to figure out a solution. What for the next dinner? Like, Chris, you know these children, you had them, they're grown. You need to think quicker to your solution. What are you doing? I believe he's lying. He just don't want to be bothered. So she's like, okay, level headed. What about when I break down and I cry and I'm hurt and you just do nothing? And so she was like, I think you should say something. So then he gives her a half apology because he probably really don't think he did nothing wrong because what he's been doing has been working for over 30 years now. How dare you tell him to change? So he's like, well, if you think I did something wrong, I'll apologize. I'm sorry. No, it's not if I think. So she gets clarification. So we're going to move differently, moving forward. You're going to start talking and speaking up. Okay, good, cool. Okay, so Tisha, Destiny, and Kimmy meet up. They meet over there at Black. No Marceau in sight, but they have a bartender. Hey, girl. And so they're sitting at the table drinking red wine. It was that when Tisha was drinking with a straw, or was that later? Must have been later. But I remember seeing Tisha drinking wine with a straw. Was it at Black or was it? I think it was at Black. And I'm sitting there like, you swear you a college educated, classy woman. Why are you in the? Let me guess. I know why, besties. I know why. I bet you Tisha would say because red wine stains your teeth. She's drinking out of a straw to keep her teeth from being stained. I bet you that would be her response. because I drink coffee in a straw. So, because my dental hygienist said that coffee will stain your teeth, and I think that's probably why. Okay, so for that, we get it. Okay, so they meet up, right? So Destiny is telling Tisha and Kimmy how Nell felt ganged up on at Nell's event. And they looking like, oh gosh, oh no, oh my god, really, Kimmy and Tisha, y'all don't think that was a gang up? Kimmy, you wanted to go talk to Nell for Tisha, correct? I thought it was gonna be a one-on-one. That's how you have a conversation. It was 5 of you guys sitting down having a talk. Nothing got accomplished because there were 5 of you guys sitting down trying to talk. Destiny is like, wait a minute, y'all, wait a minute. I kind of, I get where y'all coming from, but at the same time, I do know how Nell felt that way. Tisha's like, well, tell me more, girl. Tisha said, no, we just calling her out on her BS. That's it. She came to the conversation with bad energy. Child, Tisha is forever telling somebody how their energy is, how they becoming. Tisha, you have been a ball of bad energy since Nell got on this show. You've been a bad ball. You and that marriage is stressing you out. You have bad energy because of your husband. Let's keep it a buck. None of this drama is about Nell. That man is embarrassing you. He is embarrassing you. And he got you up against the wall and you are trying to fight. Everybody got something to say. Except for him. Except for him. Child. Kimmy said the 4 of them was trying to hold Nell accountable. Destiny backtracking. That wasn't my thing. That wasn't my fight. Kimmy said, oh, yes, baby. You was the one that was telling Nell that she was hollering and screaming, and you told her to calm down and chill out. That was you, Destiny. The Destiny was like, oh, yeah, well, I was holding her accountable. And so Kimmy is like, my words exactly. That's what we were doing. So can we change the subject? What else did you call us here to do? Because I ain't going to talk about Nell all night. So Destiny feels like the ladies have not met the real Nell, the Nell that Destiny knows. Now, this is where things get funny to me because I'm like, Destiny, you hold no loyalty to anybody. The only person that you're loyal to is Martell. And I would like to know why. Because they birds of a feather flocking together. So she's like, Nell has been there for me. She's very nice and she's supportive. And when I got engaged, she prayed over my marriage. And maybe that's why y'all ended in divorce, child. Hey, you better watch who pray over you, girl. But she was like, she prayed over when I was engaged, when we got married. She even prayed for me when I got divorced, honey. Well, what was she praying, honey? Because she didn't put that Sierra prayer on you, honey. Because, honey, if she would have did the Sierra prayer, you'll still be with that handsome man. And what happened with Destiny and his money? Did she pay him back yet? But anyway, hi, LeBaric. How are you? But Destiny does say, Nell is showing a tougher side of herself since her mother passed. So she's going to give Nell grace. And I'm like, who is this person? Destiny, where is the real Destiny? I've never known Destiny to be so soft and such a girl's girl. I thought Destiny just didn't have any friends. Her dad was her only friend, and now she has a son. And, she just doesn't strike me to be a girl's girl. But here we are, lying about Nell and her friendship. Where did this friendship start? How did they meet? Do we know? How did Destiny even meet Nell? Because they are, 20 years apart in age. So Tisha said, look, I tried to kick it with Nell and be her friend. I was trying, she wanted to be my mentor and my life coach, and I had to rebut all that. Nope, nope, nope. And what I remember was when they went to eat, and Tisha just out the blue asked Nell, "Has Chris cheated on you?" It was like, wait, what? Like, wait, what? See, Tisha, Marcel been playing with you for a very, very, very long time, okay? And so Tisha said she tried it, but she's like, it's okay not being cool with Nell. I'm okay with that. She could be cool with everybody here but me. I'm fine with that. And I'm like, look at that Marcel battery in her back, child. Whew. So Destiny is like, look, y'all husbands gonna be around each other. Nell gonna be around us. This is getting weird. We need to fix it. Tisha says she cool on Nell. She's like, she talked bad about me, Marceau, that Martell interview. And that was the nail in the coffin for me. Child, I'm like, and as long as you gonna stay with Marceau, somebody gonna be talking about you, your marriage, and that interview, girl. Because we still need to find out who he went to Africa with. That's gonna be the next interview on Martell and Coleslaw's channel. We want to know who was with Marceau, who goes to Africa by themselves. A married man got a wife and 3 kids. And Marceau said, I can't afford for all of us to go. But baby, Tisha showed it, make him take them the next year. But it's like, Tisha, it's too late. He's just been playing in your face. He embarrasses you. He do what he want to do. He married, but he acts single. That woman in that interview, she ain't told all the lies. Some of that stuff was true. About she did it with him and his brother in Vegas, and he was all cheap buying her stuff out of Ross. That wasn't no lie. That was not a lie. Okay. So then Tisha admits she just don't like Nell. Girl, whatever. Destiny tells them that she went on a date with Will. Here go Kimmy. Wait, what happened to Googly Eyes? You not fooling with Googly Eyes? I thought you wanted Googly Eyes. He look good. Y'all look good together. I want you with Googly Eyes. Will? Oh my goodness. It was like, Kimmy, calm down, okay? Destiny is a single woman. She can date them all, sis. Okay? Just like your husband, he's dating them all. So the point of bringing up Will, Destiny is inviting everyone to go wine tasting. And she wants to give all the ladies a basket, like Will brought a basket to their date when they went skating and they was outside eating and all that. So the objective with the basket is to put something personalized in there, something personal, so that they can have a show and tell later, so they can all get to know each other better. Okay, so then here go Tisha. Well, I gotta go get my kids. Kimmy like, yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go with you to go get your kids. Tisha tell the bartender, hey, this is her tab. Destiny's like, my tab. She's like, yeah, you called this meeting, so you pay. Bartender, sit at the tab. Don't play with me. And they got up out of there. So then Destiny and Nell, they go make floral arrangements at a Black-owned flower shop down there in Huntsville. And Destiny wants to discuss the gang up because, of course, she's going to invite Nell to the wine tasting event too. So Nell says, Destiny jumped into it and she was not even supposed to be a part of the conversation, and she didn't appreciate that. She said, Nell was like, I was addressing Scott 1.0 and 2.0 only. And she ain't, trying to play victim here, but she got a lot going on in her life. And she feels ganged up on. She's like, my husband, my business, my kids. I would just like some peace in this group. And Nell, I get where you coming from, sis. But in order to get peace, you have to be peace. But I understand. But I'm going to call you out too. So Destiny invites Nell to the wine event, gives her a basket. And in the basket, Destiny had a gift already, and it was a very small Bible. And she said, this is when Destiny turns into Melody all of a sudden. It's like, Destiny, who are you now? What happened? What's going on? Okay. And we're going to talk about, anyway. So Dusty is telling Nell that she's been there for her when she got engaged, married, divorced. I'm like, well, maybe that was not good. You prayed for me, and I know the power of your love and the power in you. And I know they joke and tease you about being a life coach and a mentor, but that's what you were for me, even though my marriage didn't work. But it's not Nell's fault. And she tells Nell that, the ladies don't know this side of you because you have this hard shell on and you've been carrying it since your mom passed. And she wants, Destiny wants Nell to show the ladies, her loving and caring side. Oh, Destiny is pretending to be Melody. And she has to be because somebody has to anchor this group together. Or else Kimmy and Tisha gonna be filming alone, and then the other girls gonna be filming alone. And I don't know. That works for Love and Hip Hop. I keep saying, do they still do that? I know they do. They don't all hang out together because everything ain't for everybody. I don't hang in big groups either. Like, I rather my friends one-on-one, two at a time at the most. But groups of chicks, no, that does not work for me. Okay. But I love my friends, and I love some of their friends, and I get a lot of, I like to kick it. I love to have fun, but I don't need all that. Not all the time. And then, Besties, I have a question. When did Destiny and Nell get so close? Because I know they brought Nell into the group through Melody and Martell. How did Destiny and Nell get so close? Where did all this love come from? And you were there for me. What? When did they meet? And so Nell is telling Destiny, no, sorry, Besties, drop down in the comments and let me know. Like, what happened? How did they meet? I'm lost. So Nell is telling Destiny, like, I'm still there. It's just, it's not available for everybody. I understand that. And so she said, I don't let people get close to me easily because, but I consider Destiny, Nell said her and Destiny is real. They got a real friendship going on. I'm just trying to figure out when, where, why, how. Um, uh, uh, okay. And if so, because I gotta go back. If you're real cool with a lady that's your friend, how you gonna take interest with one of her kids though? Like, that's weird. Uh-uh. I need context. When did Nell and Destiny get so cool? So it is the day to go wine tasting, y'all. So Destiny said she got 2 SUVs to take these women up to the winery. It's an hour away. So they meet at Kimmy's job, Credit One. I thought Credit One was closed. I thought it was permanently closed. But honey, I guess she still got the building. Is that where um Maurice still, but that's still their office, right? Because Maurice is an attorney. That's the office with the orange chairs in it, Besties. Because Credit One is closed. Maybe she just didn't take the sign down. But um Kimmy, this show is going downtown. If you clearly have a plan B. Did y'all hear her talk about the candle? Is she coming out with a candle? Huh. Kimmy, I'm gonna just tell you this, sweetheart. You might need to go back to the hospital and get your job back, honey, because it ain't looking too good. It's not. But they head on out, girl. They got an hour drive. So they got 2 vans. So one van will be with Nell and Tisha, and then the other SUV van, whatever, will be Destiny, Tisha, and Kimmy. And so Trisha gets in the car with Nell, and she says how the energy is kind of like driving Miss Daisy. Now, wait a minute. She's not calling Nell Miss Daisy, but she just feels like ain't nobody talking. It's just stale in there. Nell, I believe Nell controls the room with her energy. I don't know what sign. Do we know what zodiac she is? Was she a Virgo or something? She's very strong. And so Trisha's like, oh, I don't even know if I can talk because I think Nell is on one. So Nell actually tells Trisha that, she's trying to stay peaceful. And she says she really don't have no problem with Tisha. I'm like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Y'all both got it out for each other. Y'all trying to act like and don't want to. One of y'all is deflecting, the other one, uh, y'all both kind of deflecting. One is deflecting Tisha, and Nell is not being totally transparent. So in the other van, Destiny is telling them that the intention of this day is that, they want to have fun, no more blow up moments. So Kimmy is like, yes, you mean like a clean slate? We moving forward? Yes, girl. Yes. Okay. And so then here go Tisha. Well, it's Nell going to apologize to me. Girl, did Marceau ever apologize to you? All the embarrassing moments, I'm still on Africa. Did he apologize for leaving you and the kids and went to Africa with another woman? Come on now. We already know, child. Huh? And so, that's just like, who? Who apologizing to you? So Tisha is trying. She's not going to say Nell's name. And Destiny is trying to pull it out of her. And she was like, well, I'm keeping her name out of my mouth. And I'm like, very good, Tisha, but you are so fake. You are so fake. So Kimmy says, Lernell. Girl, not the Lernell. I'm just going to say it. Lernell. So Destiny and Tisha, they have a little back and forth and back again about this apology and who needs to apologize and who in the middle. Destiny, you in the middle of this. Destiny like, no, I'm not. And so Kimmy in her confessional, she tells us Destiny did put herself in the middle of this by telling Tisha what Nell said. Tisha is like, the energy is all over the place. Destiny stops the van because she said, y'all giving me a headache. She said, I'm going to go check on the other two. They like, no. She like, yeah, I'm going to check on them. So, honey, her and Trisha, they switch seats. We going to wife swap. You go over there. I'm going to come over here. Child. Because, honey, Tisha done got on Destiny's last nerves, okay? So, Tisha want to know what's up with Ken and Trisha. Whatever. You know how Trisha talks. She talk without talking. Well, because when the flowers grow and then the bull crap come and then you got to stop, then you got to pause, and then so we not on pause, and so the flowers are growing. What? What is she talking about? So in the other SUV, Destiny, is talking about Twan. And, because Nell asked. And so here we go. If I hear business lunch one more time, I'm going to scream. We did a business lunch. But she like, but we agreed that we both have a mutual attraction with one another. They ain't done nothing since. And then she going to let us know that they talked for a very long time at that business lunch. They ended up shutting the restaurant down. So y'all went from lunch to dinner to dessert to what? How long was y'all there for, girl? We need context. How long? How long was this business lunch? So anyway, they get to the winery. Kimmy like, you left us? Shut up, Kimmy. So they get there, white guy outside, little bootsy, but whatever. He's serving them wine in plastic cups. I'm like, what? So they taste Riesling, which I really love, besties. I love a good bottle of Riesling. They sipped some white Chardonnay, no thank you, and then rosé, no thank you. But I did besties. I went to high tea last Saturday, and child, we were in Napa, and we drank more champagne and wine than tea. And so I found a rosé I really like because I do not like any rosés. I just don't like the taste. It goes, it goes sparkling, then it kind of goes flat like a Chardonnay, then it kind of does something different. I don't like all that different palate tasting in my mouth. I just like it straight and smooth, same consistency from the first sip to the last swallow. So I found a rosé I like by Vouv, and it's a rich rosé. Honey, the bottle's like $80. It was really good. So yay for me. Okay, so back to them. So after the taste, and they're eating their charcuterie boards and everything. And so Tisha, goes in on Destiny about switching cars. It's like, you know what? Tisha, one of them friends, she's, she wants you to be her friend and her friend only. You can't be nobody else's friend. Now I do know Tisha is in a sorority. I don't remember which one. If I could take a good guess, I would say a Delta. Just a guess. I'm not sure. But she's just not a girl's girl. She one of them, she even said it. She's the only girl. She got two younger brothers. And she's Wanda's daughter, so that's another red flag. But Tisha just doesn't appear to me to know how to be a friend's friend. Because didn't she pull if we wasn't sister-in-laws, I wouldn't be her friend? Yeah, that part. Tisha don't know how to be a friend, besties. She doesn't. So she all sweating Destiny about excuse me, she's sweating Destiny about switching cars. And so, how was your ride after you switched? Oh, you was at peace. So all this, and it's like, what? And here come Trisha, the shade police. Oh, that was shady. Tisha like, yep, and I'm gonna be shady right back. Wait, what? Tisha feels some kind of way because she feels Destiny asked her to excuse Nell's disrespect towards her, and should no friend ask nobody to accept no disrespect. Clocked it, Tisha. Shut up. Tisha loves Destiny, but I love myself more. And I'm a hold strong to my boundaries, like Marceau told me. And I'm going to fight this fight, even though if I ain't got a leg to stand on. I'm in a pickle. I don't know how to get out of it, but I'm going to use Kimmy to help me. Yes, I am. Oh. So at the table, Tisha calls herself calling out Destiny again for the switching of the cards. She gonna give her the same energy, but she can't hold Destiny's feet to the fire by herself. So she asking Kimmy. So what did she say? What did she say? Kimmy's like, girl, fight by yourself. She like Kimmy over here drinking wine. She's not even a wine drinker, but she drinking wine, trying to eat her cheese. Leave her alone. She's enjoying them grapes. She got her own problems. So she helping Tisha. Destiny just doesn't agree or even know what Tisha is talking about and why she coming at her so crazy, because Tisha, can't get her thoughts together. She can't get that wording together. She don't know how to battle. And she needs to be quiet. Marceau is not there to help, to defend, to interfere, to she don't have a lifeline, and Kimmy is trying. But whatever. So, Tisha is off because, she can't speak. Destiny's like, I don't understand your energy because, I came here for us to have a good time. I don't know what type of time you on, but this ain't it. And we all know, Tisha can be very touchy. She's sensitive. She in her feelings. And so, Destiny says she's trying to stay neutral and move this group forward. She is in her melody bag right now. She is trying her melody Cherie bag. Okay. Okay. Carlos told her she got to be the one to push this group along. She's the anchor of this group now, which is weird. Didn't see this coming. And so, she's like, I'm trying to move this group of here so we can get to know each other better. So Trisha said, well, let's start over then, because this ain't it. I'm like, exactly. So Destiny look at Tisha. We good? Tisha like, we're good. I was in my feelings. My bad. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so on to the baskets, besties. Child. Destiny pulls her basket out first. She has a picture of her son-in-law in her. And then she has his hospital gown. It was such a small infant-sized gown. This is when Law went to the hospital when he was 2 months old. He fought for his life. He got out. Cool. We learned that Destiny had 5 miscarriages before she was granted to be a mother of Law. And that kind of made me sad. But, Law is a fighter, just like his mama. Yeah, that's why you ain't got no friends. Um, Besties, I saw a picture of Sonny and Moses. They still hanging, child. She finally got her hairdo that's covering up some of that forehead, and she looks good. They still rocking and rolling. Okay, so then Trisha pulls out her basket. She has a weight in there because she's a workout queen, right? And so she says she has this weight here because it reminds her that she has to lift her family up. And then she has a picture of them, an old picture of them, because where would she be without them? Very good. Kimmy has I think it was a baby shoe. It was Jalen's because he's her world. And then she had her candle, and she was like, I brought my candle because y'all helped me name my scent. And I was trying to remember, did they go candle making? I think they did. Did they go candle making? Because I'm like, is Kimmy coming out with a candle? I thought, then I was like, I thought she would have came out with something that represented her battle with cancer. I don't know. I don't know. Did the candle represent that? I don't know. I'm lost. Besties, if you know, let me know. So, child, we get to Nell. Nell has nothing in her basket. Nothing. I said, girl, I know you lying. Like Nell, I get it. You a soldier. You a bad mama jammer. R.I.P. to Carl Carlton. What was his name? Carl Carlton, I think. R.I.P. because he just passed away. I get it now, but goodness gracious. So Kim was like, why you didn't put that in your basket? I was like, where'd the Bible go? Destiny must have knew you wasn't gonna do that. That's why she put that Bible in there. Now, where is the Bible? Goodness. So Nell says she couldn't think of nothing to share. Not with y'all. She ain't fooling with y'all. She says she has been transparent in this group, but in this group, they will take your transparency, child, and will use it as revenge. Bait. They calculate it, they throw it back at you, they pick and choose what they want to share. So she will too. I said, now wait a minute. I ain't mad at you on this now. I ain't mad. But in real life, this will be like, oh, girl, you was not playing. But this is a reality show now. You are who you are. But you agreed to come on this trip to move forward. Destiny has to anchor this group to move forward. Is this the storyline? Is this what we gonna be stuck with? We on episode 14, y'all. I don't know how long we going for, but this is getting old. Is there nothing else to discuss? Nothing. We ain't got nothing else we could talk about. You not gonna make up? And speaking of makeup, oh, Nell, no, your makeup and your hair was an epic fail. Nell, I like you much better with darker hair. Them blondes just don't work well. That makeup was too casket ready. The eyebrows was too thick. The lip liner was clashing with the eyeliner. Oh God, Nell, your makeup was a mess. So, child, Nell was like, I don't know where that Bible went, but it ain't in the basket. So, okay, girl. Okay. So, My thing is, y'all know what I'll be my favorite word. Then why are you here, Nell? We got to move this show forward, girl. So on to Tisha. She has a golden egg in her basket because she says she has a heart of gold. She couldn't even say it without she didn't even believe that what she was saying. So she was like, my friends, I value my friendships with my friends. I don't have no sisters, so my friends are very important to me. I love hard, and when you turn on me, it hurts really, really bad. Okay, and she could have stopped there, but no, Miss Thing got to keep going. So then she pulls out a snake. I already know Marceau did all this. Tisha ain't even as bright. But she pulls out a snake, a play snake. And she's like, and once you bite me, it's a wrap. And Kimmy was like, shade. She, in her confessional, she was like, if Tisha gonna do anything, she gonna shade you, honey. That's what she good for, okay? Nell knows that snake was for her. Destiny was like, why is she waving it at me and Nell? So Tisha came on this trip with a chip on her shoulder and a snake in her basket. That's what Destiny said. So Nell says, she got a lot going on. She ain't close with none of y'all. And she don't feel like she had to share nothing deep. And I'm like, Nell, you didn't have to go deep, but you could have done something. Something. You could have brought a makeup bag and said, I need y'all to help me get a new makeup artist. She could have brought some hair and been like, I need y'all to help me pick a different shade. Like, Nell, have you tried red, bronze? You keep going to that blonde and that light. Ugh, I can't stand it. Nell, just do like off black. She looks better with a darker wig on, and then she like to have it. That Mae West look. She like to have some up, some down, kissy curls, a bang. Just oh my goodness, Nell. Anyway, you didn't have to go deep. Why you didn't bring the Bible that Destiny gave you? Nothing like repairing relationships with the Bible. So yeah, but your choice now. You came with this energy. She said, I don't trust y'all. Dale said she don't trust them. Tisha says, well, Nell, you don't communicate. Well, she said this in her confessional. She was like, one thing about Nell and her age, she don't communicate well. She don't talk to us. She don't communicate. And it's like, Tisha, you got a lot of nerves. You can't even get your words together. You can't complete a thought. You just be with no bite. Shut up. And so now, being that Nell won't communicate, she won't play the game, she ain't got time, she got a lot going on. The group can't move forward because of Nell. Because she's not being transparent, let Tisha say. Tisha says she ain't being transparent. So then here go Tisha on her soapbox some more. You know, it's not okay to talk about people in this group and then go back and talk about a person and then it'll get back to that person. You can't say it to their face, then you shouldn't be saying it. If you got something to say to me about me, you in my marriage, say it to me. Oh God, Tisha. What? So Dale was like, she's very calm. Well, we've talked about it. Like Damon from Married to Medicine. Well, we talked about it. Tisha said, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. We tried to sit down and have a talk with you, and you didn't want to talk. Okay, now they start questioning the timeline, Bessie. Did you say what you said about she need to keep my MF name out of her mouth? Did you say that before or after I talked to you? Oh, you said that before or after? Or it was the back and forth. It was the you said this, blah, 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 blah. So Kimmy says, they are not doing a good job of squashing this. She thinks that they holding on to something and they're not talking about it. Tisha says that Nell, this is Tisha's gripe. Nell told Trisha that she's not being Nell. No. Yeah, this is Tisha. Nell told Tisha that Tisha's not transparent. Then Nell told Destiny, tell Tisha to keep my MF and name out her mouth. And then Nell has said some things about that video of her husband. Oh, so you're admitting that that was your husband's back in the back of his head in that video in that hotel room with that girl that was in the interview? Oh, you're admitting to that. So Tisha says they will never be okay because she don't like the way Nell moves. But you like the way Marceau moves. Maybe the movement in the bed kind of compensates for his movement in the streets. Because all this is because your man ain't no good. All of this is behind Marceau not being no good. You mad at everybody in Huntsville but the one that you with. Okay. Tisha says she's even broke down in front of Nell. And she went back talking to Destiny about her. She want to be this mentor and this life coach, and we talked about coming to each other. Now, we said we would come to each other. Nell says Tisha keeps talking about her family, the son, the grandkids. And it's like, Nell, she's not talking about them. She's trying to bring a point to why did you leave the reunion early when you know darn well that you knew them grandkids was coming and Destiny was messing with your son and Destiny was left in the dark. That's the whole point of all this. That you were supposed to be friends with Destiny and you withheld that from her. And I mean, yeah, it's a tough situation. That's why I'm kind of like, where did Nell and Destiny when did they become friends? So, Nell says, Tisha's calling her a cruel person. She's not a cruel person. And she feels like Tisha is deflecting. Tisha is deflecting. That's all she does. She don't know how to be a friend. She wants you to be her only friend. When you say something, you can't say nothing about her. Even if it's true, you better not say it. And she gonna deflect when you come to her, but when she trying to come to you to hold you, she wants you to be transparent. You want her to stop deflecting. It's just, I don't know what's going on here. So then Nell said, Tisha, you got in my face last year. You got in Chris's face this year. And then they go back and forth and back again about not moving forward. And child, they agreed that they don't care. And the episode was over. Besties, that was the end of the episode. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode. I'm just like, what is happening? There will be no Married to Medicine or Real Housewives of Potomac tomorrow. It's the holiday weekend. I'm going to go out and enjoy my Sunday. The rain stopped. It's been raining in the Bay. Today was the first day of no rain. Yes, it rained on Christmas. It rained yesterday. I'm going outside and having a good time. Happy holidays, besties. I don't know if Salt Lake City is coming on Tuesday. I'm not sure. But if it comes on, I will recap it, but I doubt it. I think Bravo is on break. So I probably won't be back until, I guess, I don't know, because Thursday is New Year's Day, so I guess Beverly Hills not coming on in. I guess I'll be back next Saturday with Love and Marriage Huntsville. But besties, please like the video, subscribe, make sure your notification bell is on. Please comment, please share. And I'll be back with another something. We're going to talk about something because I missed y'all. I got to at least say Happy New Year, but enjoy the rest. Enjoy your family. Get you some rest. Start working out now. Don't wait till the 1st. And I'll be back, besties. Bye, besties. Happy New Year's. If I don't hear from you, happy holidays, happy New Year's. Bye, besties.